Hi, this is Mark Cudaberti, financial columnist for the Union and host of Money Matters. Aired on 66 stations nationwide. Time for your Corona update and the market update. 378,000 cases worldwide with 16,000 deaths. That's about a 4% mortality rate. That is up a tiny bit. There's some good news in all this. First of all, the cases in China, the new cases in the source country, there are none for the last 24, 48 hours. That is a great sign. They've been stuck at around 81,000 cases in China, and that's where it originated. Italy, which was really a mess, they were having a hard time, a lot of deaths, a real high mortality rate there. Their new cases are dropping. So these are the things that could be in our future. That's why I myself, originally about a month ago, I told you this market was not taking into consideration the seriousness of this virus. Now I'm saying the market is overreacting. We sold way back about a month ago, and now we've been buying for the last week and a half. And so we'll talk about the markets a little bit more, but let's cover the virus. There is 195 countries now where this virus is rampant. In the highest number of cases in China, 81,000. Italy, 63,000. United States, 43,000. What does that say about our preparedness, huh? Spain, 35,000. Germany, 29,000. Iran, 23,000. France, 19,000. And South Korea, 8,900. I can also say that the new cases in South Korea is dropping, so that's good. Some of the things that are going on in the markets, the stimulus bill, they're trying to hash out the stimulus bill. This stimulus bill is going to be huge stuff, huge money. That's why I think we have to at least start nibbling here. We cannot fight the Fed. There's an old saying in stock markets, don't fight the Fed. They're coming in with, they said $1.5 trillion in QE. What's QE? That's basically printing money and throwing it out everywhere. Now they've said an unlimited amount to take care of whatever needs to be taken care of. They're going to be mailing checks to people. They're going to be mailing checks to children. They're going to be giving away money to airlines and cruise ships. And today, they came out, the bond market, which is corporate debt, okay, corporate IOUs, is called bonds. They have corporate bonds and junk bonds. Junk bonds are for companies that really don't have enough money to pay a real low interest rate, so we call them junk. But corporate bonds are usually IOUs from good companies. Well, that market was falling apart. So the Feds came out today and said, we're going to back up the investment grade corporate bond market. They didn't really say investment grade, but the corporate bond market. The corporate investment grade bond market was down 35%. Just ridiculous movements in the downward direction. So we started shopping corporate bonds today. When the Feds came out and said they were going to back it up, I said, okay, it's down 35%. The fund I'm looking at is paying close to 4. We're in, and so in we went. Some other things going on. Hopefully the stimulus bill will get out there. The parties are fighting. Hey, what else is new, right? So hopefully tomorrow we're going to find out when we're going to get the checks and some of the other things that we're going to get. Stocks and volatility went down today. That's a weird combination. When stocks go down, volatility usually spikes, but that's not what we saw. So very odd day. The market's been jerking around up and down. It's been crazy. It's almost what I call a climax bottom. A climax bottom or a climax top. Basically when the stock movements are all over the place, really high, really low, basically out of the norm of regular movement. And that's when we know, or we think we may know. Nobody can forecast market direction at any time. Remember that. We think we know that maybe we're reaching a bottom here. Not quite sure, though. You never know, right? It's sometimes foolish to try to call a bottom. Starbucks closing stores, of course, but the coffee itself is rallying. What are people doing at home? Drinking a lot of coffee, I guess. Fears about the corporate debt markets still are rampant, but the Fed backing up the corporate bond market today, backing up corporate IOUs. I think the Fed is going to spread $3 trillion everywhere over all this thing. So there's a lot of money going to be manufactured up here. Fed goes all in, like I said, with unlimited backstopping to whatever is needed. There is a forecast that this is going to be the worst quarterly contraction ever. China had the worst drop in quarterly on record just out today. Video demand. What do people do at home, right? They look at Facebook, they look at videos. Video demand is off the charts, and so are the companies. There are companies that are going up. We're buying some. For a list of that, you got to contact me. I'd love to have you as a client for sure. Home flippers. Well, the home flipping market is basically ground to a halt, right? Who's ground to a halt? Who's going to be flipping homes in this environment? Israel's stepping up with the QE. They're going to offer 14 billion shekels. Insider trading seem to be happening here. People are taking advantage of what they know inside. We even seeing some congressmen and congresswomen trading before the news was out. So shame on you for doing that. Bitcoin we thought would be a flight to safety. Plummeting, hammered, destroyed, trying to find a bottom here. Gold hasn't performed well. Today it was up, I don't know, 50, 60 bucks. Gold, there you go. 1-year mortgage deferral plan. That's what they're talking about. Hey, you don't got to pay a mortgage for a year. Don't know if it's going to happen, but boy, we could still use it, right? Bill Ackman, big investor. He makes a $2.5 billion bet that the markets are turning right around here. Dow futures, the Dow was down 582 today, sitting at around 18,591. That's down about 37% from its high. But the futures tonight are up about 400. That just means that we think where it's going to open up tomorrow, but things can change rapidly. Today, I was watching the market all day. It was nuts. Up, down, crazy to trade this market. For me, an options trader, I'm in heaven. I mean, it's just great. All the options, it means volatility, it means prices that I get for what I do is a very, very rich. So I'm real happy about that. Italian deaths finally slow, as I mentioned. Electricity consumption is up. Everybody's staying home, right? UK is in lockdown. The United States or California is in lockdown. And what's the bad side about this? Internet is slowing down. So many people on the internet working from home. My internet at home, especially in the evening, is horrible. Can't even post a video. Can't even get on a web page with text. It's terrible. And then Amazon goes after the price gougers. They suspended 4,000 accounts. Okay, so what to do, what to buy. I can't tell you specifically what to buy. You got to call me for that. Become a client. Rates are really, really low. We're glad to have you. Remember, nobody can forecast markets, and I can't either. And investing involves risk. So read the disclaimer at the end of this video. I'll update you when I can, if I can. Feel free to call, contact me. My contact information is there. We're going to get through this, okay? So be safe. There was a third case in my county here today. That got me a little bit worried. Wash your hands. I'm grinding up ginger and garlic and eating that. I'm eating a lot of spirulina, vitamin C, a juice of 2 lemons every day. So I'm trying to keep healthy. You do too. Okay, God bless. As a nation, we'll get through this. We'll talk to you next time. The YouTube channel is Mark Cunaberti. My website is moneymanagementradio.com. My phone number is in there. Thanks for watching.